And that's one of the reasons is why I kind of set up the questionnaire, so you don't have to give personal details. All right, I'm going to stop share for a minute. All right. So, welcome to this week's youth panel. I'm going to share my screen so we can look at how far we've progressed, because I think we've done quite well. We're moving, even though we only have panel meetings like once every 2 weeks, we're getting somewhere. So I'm going to share my screen. Is this too big? Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So this is the agenda today. But before we go to the agenda, I wanted to remind you of what we discussed last week. So do you remember the role allocations that we decided on?
Yeah.
And we all had to write our name. You had to write your name down next to the opportunity, the volunteering opportunity that we have. Janaya, do you remember this as well?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Janaya, I can only see your name there once. Is that correct?
There's two. So one's for photography and then one's for podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah, I see it. Can you I can see now your name is underneath Emma's name.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. So what we've done off the back of the last youth panel meeting, we've created subcommittees so that we can actually start looking at getting the work done. So if I go to the announcements, you can see here, if you forget invites for a second, but if you go to subcommittees, what we've got a training and resources committee. And if I go back to the last slide, if you can see, we had conducting questionnaires with friends, completing the mentoring toolkit, and also supporting with the youth mentoring training. That all goes into the committee that looks at training and resources. Yeah, that will be headed up by Scott, because Scott is doing he's actually doing research at the moment, looking at the resources, and he also helps and supports out with training. So the next youth panel meeting that we have, you'll actually be breaking off into subcommittees so that we can actually start looking at getting things done. Okay. And then obviously we've got the social media committee here. Self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So before we go on to do look at your CVs and how all these opportunities can really help your CV shine even more so than it is shining already, I wanted to invite you all to these 3 events that we've got going on. So the first one is TML Talks, and it's the furthest away. So I think in the middle of June, the government's going to make an announcement as to whether the social distancing restrictions are going to be reduced, right? So what we've done in anticipation of that, we have planned something called TML Talks, which is a spin-off. It's basically not copying, I can't say that we've gone live, but we have been inspired by TED Talks. Do you both know TED Talks?
Yeah.
TEDx Talks. Janai, do you know TEDx Talks as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we've been inspired by TEDx Talks to do TML Talks, which will take place on Saturday, the 19th of June. Now, this event was in response to Shay, Sarah, Liliana, Janaya, I think Amar said something as well. And I definitely know that Obed was like, we want to meet up. We want to have something where we actually, as the Mentoring Lab, we come together, because many of you have only seen each other online, but you have developed friendships. So that's going to be TML Talks, and we're going to have it here at our base here at the fisheries. Okay, so we invite you to that. If you don't want to come, that's fine. And actually, we're only going to have limited seats anyway, because we can't have like, imagine we've had everyone from the mentoring lab come in. That's over 150 young people. In fact, I think that's about 300 young people.
Wait, so who's gonna be at? I'm confused. So who's gonna be at the talks?
Okay, so we're going to be opening the talks. Scott's going to be doing a piece. He's going to be doing a talk which is just 15 minutes long. I'm going to be doing one which will be 11 minutes and 50 seconds long, because I won't go over the 12 and 15 minutes. And then we're going to be asking one of yourselves if you would also like to do a talk as well. And we're going to ask Anna if she would like to sing, to kind of end the day.
Around how much people?
We are hoping no more than 15 young people.
Okay.
But
So do we get to like practice for this? Do we get to?
Yeah. So in the May half term, so Janaya, this one's for you as well. So let me explain what TML Talks is a bit more. It's bite-sized lectures or talks related to how we are as human beings. So that might be about how our mind works, how our brain works, how our the physiology of our body works, or how our soul is, like the spirit, you know, that thing that is a part of us, but we can't see it, can't touch it, but we know it's there. So that's what the talks are going to be based on. And it's going to be based on research that has been done already, but it's going to be delivered in a way which is really, really understandable, and hopefully give everybody tools just to kind of know themselves a bit more, you know. We are hoping for about 15 young people will come. There'll be snacks there, and it will end on a nice vibe with somebody doing something musical, and it will finish at around 3 o'clock. By the time we're out the building, it'll probably be about 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be every month. It's going to be like once every 2 months. So the next one will be September.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that sound like something that you'd want to come to?
I think so. Yeah.
Janaya?
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay. So what I should have put on there as well is the mental health support group. This is like a spin-off of it, but it's a social. So this is a social. It's supposed to be fun, relaxed, but inspiring at the same time. This TML Talks. The mental health support group. Paris, are you working on it as well? Paris and Scott, definitely Scott, I know, is working on it, and also has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So they're working on it, and we have to make sure that all the parts are in place before we start running those sessions, because it is so important and it will have a major impact on young people's lives as well. So we need to make sure that everything is in place before we're like, yeah, let's run with it. Okay, but they are working on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So we also have a board meeting, and that is with our, so let me stop share for a minute and let me go to the Mentoring Lab website so I can show you our board. So we need to make sure that, whoops. You've probably never been to our website before. Have either of you been to our website?
A few times.
Yeah.
Okay. So we obviously, you know, we need to update our youth panel photographs, but the board of directors will be meeting on the Friday. The date is there. I've forgotten it, but the date is there. So everybody will be online. So that's Brooke, Daniel, Yvonne, and Tanita. And also we've invited our expert advisory panel who will be introducing themselves, because our board of directors and this expert advisory panel will be meeting for the first time. So I've spoken to everybody, but they haven't spoken to each other. They haven't met each other. So we've got the head of partnerships and diversity and inclusion, equality and inclusion from Google. She is amazing. Lethea, Alexandra Amosu, who's a serial entrepreneur. He's like a millionaire who used to live in North London. He created R&B ringtones back in the day. This was before people had really cool ringtones on their phone. He was the person who created that. So he is also on our expert advisory panel, and he's been invited as well. Hassani Jess is, do you know what a CEO is?
Isn't it the head or something?
Yeah, of a company. So it's the chief executive officer. It's the person that deals with everything in a company, business, or organization. Hassani Jess is the chief technology officer, so he deals with all the tech for a massive insurance firm called Simply Business. And then we have Joseph William, who is a genius when it comes to marketing and connecting people. And he has his own company, and he's founder and CEO of an AI recruitment company called Included. Okay. Then we also have Mike Butler. Has anyone heard of Santander?
Yes.
Yeah, the bank.
Oh, okay, just checking that you're awake, right? Checking that you're still with us. So we've got the Chief Resilience and Control Officer. He's the person that basically deals with risk. And Santander's like sustainability when it comes to risk and preventing risk. So they're all going to be there. And we are inviting you also to join, to introduce yourselves to the board of the advisory board and also the board of directors. You've met me already, but you haven't met everybody else, yeah? So that's on the 4th of June. Hi, Anna. Are you there? I think maybe she came, she stepped in, and then she stepped away. And then also next week from 4 till 5, there's another training support opportunity where you'd be reimbursed for your time and, you know, allowing us to use your bandwidth, your internet bandwidth for an hour. And that is actually going through one of the tools on the mentoring toolkit. Let me get the mentoring toolkit, which is this thing here. So going through one of the tools with a member, one of our attendees who's been taking part in training over the last month. And they are going to be doing something called they want to do something called the zones of regulation. So you would be supporting them in helping them go through the tool and role playing the tool and how the tool should be delivered. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So do any of those interest you? Any of you? Anna, Janaya, Shay? And then I can put your names down.
What day is the training support thing?
Oh, it's just got next week. So it's Tuesday from 4 till 5.
I might be available for that, but yeah, I'll probably come to that.
Okay.
I'll think about the board meeting and I'll think about the TML talks.
Okay. Thank you, Shay. Janaya?
I might be interested into the TML talks, and I might also join the board meeting.
Okay, great.
And the training support I can come to.
You can or can't, sorry?
I can.
You can, okay. So you can, does that mean you will be there?
Yeah, I will be there.
Okay. What time do you finish school?
I finish around 2:50, but depending on how moody the teacher is.
Okay. Okay, cool. Wait, you usually get home by what time?
I usually get home about 3 something, probably like 3:20, I think.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you'll be able to make it.
Yeah.
Anna?
Hi,
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, well, and it's been weeks and weeks and weeks.
I know, right?
Heard your voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Did someone message you and tell you that we were talking about you? Is that why you joined?
No.
Oh, wow, we were just talking about you. Did someone want to tell Anna
Nice.
what we were saying about her?
What was he saying about her?
Let me see if Janine was listening. I know you were probably listening, but you might not have remembered.
I
Yeah.
think I remember something about it.
Yeah, what was it? What were we saying?
Was it something to do with the
Just singing, innit?
Yeah, singing. Yeah, singing.
Yeah. Anna, so
Yeah.
what we're doing just now is we're going over like what the events and some announcements that we had to make.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Can I just say something really quickly?
yeah.
Tomorrow I'm turning 13.
Oh,
Boom. I said it.
wait, we have to sing happy birthday to you. Okay, everyone, turn on your screens. Oh, by the way, this is like singing live on YouTube, right? So don't leave me to sing on my own, please. Let's sing happy birthday to Anna. Let's just do like one. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Happy
birthday. Paris.
Yeah, you've got to sing too.
Sorry, I was busy. Sorry. I mean,
3, 2, 1. Happy
Happy birthday
to you. Happy. Is everyone off tune? Like everyone just at different times.
No, that sounds like we're walking her down into a dark ditch.
I know. We tried.
Okay, let's go.
I tried.
Anna's gonna end up singing her own birthday song because she's the singer. All right, let's try again. Paris, I know you can sing too. Come on.
What?
Yeah, I heard you can sing. 3,
Wow.
2, 1. Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Oh my God. Happy birthday, dear Anna. Oh my God. Happy birthday to you.
How old are you?
Oh wow.
Now? How old are you now?
You know. How? Yes.
How old are you now?
How old are you
How
now?
old are you now?
13. Well, tomorrow.
Wait.
Ooh,
You know
teenager.
the next verse though, right? May the good Lord bless you.
Oh my God.
I don't know that thing.
Lord.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Well, thank you for that.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome. So you've reached tomorrow you're reaching the land of teenage.
Yes, finally.
Well,
I will be like my friends because I feel like I'm the only child in the group, which is really sad.
don't rush it, my darling. Don't rush it. Please don't rush it.
Okay.
So this is fitting then. So TML talks. We heard everybody that said we want to do something where we're getting together. So have you ever heard of TED Talks, Anna?
Of what?
TED Talks, TEDx Talks.
No.
Okay, TEDx Talks is a platform, is a fantastic speakers platform where experts and professionals and people who have got something really interesting to say stand on a stage in front of an audience and they deliver a speech, which will sometimes go viral, right? But the speeches are inspiring, they're educational, they can be funny, they can make you cry, but definitely it's there to sow seeds of thought.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a TML talks, which is going to be focused on the mind, body and soul, right? But it's going to be relaxed, it's going to be fun, it's going to be a way for us to get to mingle with each other, socially distance mingle, yeah. But we were wondering if you'd be able to close the event with a song.
Oh dear. When is it?
Can you see the screen? It's on Saturday the 19th of June.
Oh. That'd be great actually. I don't see why not.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! So what we're going to do, we're going to speak again about what TML Talks is going to actually look like on the day, but there's going to be an opportunity for you to practice your talks if you want to give a talk, and also practice your song in the May half term. So do you remember singing and songwriting crew? We said that in the May half term, we would go down to a rehearsal studio and bring those of you together so that you could actually do some of the songs live instead of just doing it online. So that's what we're going to be doing in the May half term. So that the May half term rehearsal hopefully should really prepare you for the TML talks on Saturday the 19th.
Nice. So what do you guys want me to sing?
It's up to you, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh dear.
You don't have to think about it now, but you can think about it afterwards, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you know this is youth panel. So Shay and Janai, do you mind if I go back a step just to show Anna some of the roles?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So Anna, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. I hope you can make heads and tails out of it. But this, can you see the bit here which says being a part of the youth panel, you get reimbursed for volunteering in?
Yeah.
Okay, so try and look and focus underneath the scribble. Not the scribble, the writing, sorry, my bad. The writing. And you will see building and developing our TikTok channel, coordinating and speaking in our podcast, being the TML photographer, the Mentoring Lab photographer, supporting the Mentoring Lab youth mentoring training, conducting questionnaires with friends, putting up the Mentoring Lab posters around the borough, and completing the Mentoring Lab toolkit, which is here. So would you like to put your name against any of those to be a part of, and then we'd assign you to a subcommittee to actually get that role up and going?
Well, definitely not TikTok, because I don't have TikTok anymore. Long story. Anyways, something that doesn't have anything to do with TikTok, that's fine with me.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Can you see the screen?
I can, yes.
Okay. Well, look at the list and think the ones that you say no to is fine, but if there are any that you're interested in, just let us know.
Okay. Oh dear. I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Do you want us to email this to you and you can have a look and you can think about it? Because we're not going to force you to do any of them. You know, I think it'll be something that you want to do and you want to be a part of, and it's something that you can commit to as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll email that to you. All right. So before we go on to writing the CVs, and Anna, you can do this as well. Let me stop share. And let me send you the link. Aha. So what we're doing today, Anna, we're going to be looking at your CV. But here is a questionnaire. Can you see that link? If you can complete that questionnaire, that will help us in creating your CV. Thank you, Anna. So before we go on to that, do any of you have anything that you'd like to share, ask, or contribute?
What do you say?
Before I go on to doing this, we go on to doing the CVs. Is there anything that anyone would like to ask or share or contribute? Did you say no, Shay?
Yeah, I said no.
Really? You've always got something to say, man.
Not this time.
Okay. Well, I've got something to say to you. Paris, could you maybe ask Morella to jump in? Because I believe Morella's going to be if she hasn't already, she's going to be emailing you about radio drama.
Finally.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get her to come in and say a couple of words. Shay and Janaya, I will email you the details about the training support opportunity that's taking place next week on Tuesday. Thanks, Paris. Okay. And Anna, I will email you the list of opportunities so you can choose. Okay. Morella.
Hello.
Shay is here. Do you want to update her on what we're doing with or what's happening with radio drama? Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to the studio, and it's down to the availability of the girls, I guess. So it could either be on a Sunday, and any Sunday, depending what everyone says, or it could be, I believe it was the next half term coming up. But I just remember that when we discussed this last time, when we was at the studio, some of the girls were mentioning that it's going to be exam season at that point, so the half time is dedicated to studying. That's why we've included the weekend. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, because I know in May, like, I'm fine because I finish
Yeah.
just in time for the half term. I finish school and I finish all my exams, so I'm fine. But I think it's like Sarah and them lot who's doing exams in that time, because I've done mine's quite early. So I don't know about them. I'll be free during half term because I practically finished school then. I'm literally, after the half term, I'm just going back to school for 1 week.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to send an email to everyone, and then we can just touch base and try and pick a day. I think more likely we're going to end up going for a weekend, because I don't want the radio drama to interfere with like studies and stuff, because that's a priority.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then
That's fine.
And then we've also spoken to a media youth organisation who are going to come with all their camera equipment and film like a not an advert, but like a spoiler for radio drama.
Okay.
So it will be you guys acting out what's actually going to be in the audio, or not everything. Not everything. It's only going to be like maybe 3 or 5 minutes long.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Morella, in your email, can you put that in there as well? Actually.
Okay. I'm doing that now.
Yeah. So what we need to look at is everybody's availability, and then we can set the date in stone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you ready? Do you want to have a little break, and then we come back in 5 minutes, and then we start the CVs?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's anything else that anybody wants to say, I believe the meeting's adjourned. For the youth panel meeting's adjourned. Anna, I don't think you were here before. The next youth panel meeting is in 2 weeks, and in that meeting, everybody's going to break off into a subcommittee so that we can actually start getting things done, and actions kind of, we start working towards the actions. Does that make sense? I don't think I finished my sentence, but I'm hoping that you understood what I was trying to say. Is that all right, Anna, Janaya, Shay?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. So the youth panel meeting is adjourned, and next time there'll be more people. I don't think the email was sent out. I think it was only sent out this morning. There was not another one sent out this afternoon. So next time there will be more people. And thank you for attending. Wait a minute, Anna, did you say you wanted to come to the board meeting or the training opportunity?
What? Huh?
No, we didn't. Sorry, the meeting's not adjourned. 1 second. Sorry, I forgot about this. So Anna,
Yeah.
here's our announcements. So what we're doing, we invited you to TML Talks, where, right? You said
Just saying. Yeah. Okay.
right. We've
Yeah.
also got a board meeting on the 4th of June from 5 till 6. It's actually 5 till 8, but for you guys, it'll be 5 till 6. That's where you get to meet everybody that's a part at the top level of the mentoring lab. So it'll be the board of directors, then it will also be the expert advisory panel, and then yourselves as the board of, the youth advisory panel. So we're inviting you to that, and also.
Wait, what's that about again?
So basically, in a business,
Yeah.
there tends to be people called directors who sit and they help to ensure that the company makes improvements and also does well. Yeah. And they're called directors. So in this board meeting, the directors are coming together to meet the experts that advise the mentoring lab on how to improve and how to do good, how to do well. Now, those experts, there are two types, there's two groups of people. One of them is yourselves, the youth advisory panel. You're experts at being youth. So you advise us on what to do. And then we also have a professional advisory panel, and they're different experts. I can show you the screen. They're different experts from different businesses, and they will also be attending. And this particular board meeting is an opportunity for everyone to say hi to each other, because most of them haven't met each other before. So Anna, can you see this screen?
Yeah.
This is our expert advisory panel, and these are professionals that are experts. They're doing really well in their industry, and they give the mentoring lab advice and guidance on many, many, many topics, many different areas. Okay, so you can see there's someone here, Letha from Google. We have a millionaire entrepreneur, Alex Amosu. He's got his own company called Lux Afrique. We also have Hassani, he looks after all the technology in a massive insurance company called Simply Business. Then we have Joseph Williams, who's fantastic founder and CEO of a recruitment company, an AI recruitment company. And then you know Santander, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the top person that deals with risk and resilience for Santander, which is basically how to prevent the potholes and Santander to do well. He kind of looks after all of that by making sure he is risk across the bank. So, and he will be there as well, along with the actual board of directors who are here.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we're also inviting yourselves to join us. So going back to the invites. would you like to come to the board meeting on the 4th? It's a Friday. The 4th of June is a Friday.
Yeah. Great. Yes.
Fantastic. Who else said yes to the board meeting? Was it Janaya?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I said that.
Okay. Shay?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then also we've got this training. I actually think the spaces are full up, but I'll ask you anyway. Next Tuesday, from 4 till 5, we've got somebody coming in to practice one of the tools from the mentoring toolkit. And we have asked both Shay and Janai if they'll be able to help that person practice the tool. So they said that they'd be able, I think Shay was more maybe, but Janai was like, definitely I'll be able to come. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
So would you like to join? Anna, that is a question to Anna.
Pardon?
Would you like to join?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right, I'll send you all information and let me know if anything changes at any point, if you can't attend any of them, okay?
Okay.
All right, it is 6 o'clock, right on time. Let's have a 5-minute break and then come back, and then we will look at the CV questionnaire that you've done, each of you have done, and I'm going to show you how you put those answers into a CV template. So I'm going to email you the CV template in the break, okay?
Okay.
So when we come back, have your CV templates open so you can copy and paste the answers into the CV. All right,
Yeah.
so meeting adjourned. Wait, I need a...
Seriously?
So extra.
A cup?
Meeting is adjourned. I'll see you in 5 minutes, guys.
Alright, see ya. Oh, bye Anna. Bye Anna.
No, everyone's coming back, isn't it?
Bye Anna. Anna's going.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right,
Alright, see you in 5.
see you in 5. That was another youth panel meeting. And yeah, I suppose see you in 2 weeks' time, where we'll have many more young people going off into their subcommittees. And thank you for joining us. This has been the mentor.